Hello, and welcome to A Fan Reads The Star Wars Vault. In this episode, The Hard Life of a True Fan. Most folks hate long lines. Some people tolerate them. Star Wars fans consider them a birthright. They must, since they spend so much time lining up. The most famous Star Wars line was on May 25, 1977. Lucas, bedraggled from working nights on the fourth and final sound mix of his movie, and convinced that his career was about to be derailed, was having dinner with his wife Marcia in the back of the Hamburger Hamlet on Hollywood Boulevard in Los Angeles. Through the large plate glass window in front, they saw an enormous crowd across the street at the famous Chinese theater and thought it must be some sort of premiere. After dinner, Lucas remembered, "We walked out the door and I looked up at the marquee and said, 'Oh my God, it's Star Wars. I forgot the film was going to be released today. Holy moly!'" The phenomenon continued for The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. A classic episode of The Simpsons shows Homer on an early date with Marge at an Empire screening, leaving the theater and loudly blabbing, "Wow, what an ending! Who would have thought Darth Vader was Luke Skywalker's father?" People in long lines for the next show almost kill him. Because of such long lines, many theaters decided, during the prequel trilogy releases, to open the movies at midnight to please the hardcore fans. They also hoped that doing this would alleviate long lines during the day, which could scare off more casual moviegoers. Such openings have now become standard for tentpole films. Lining up 2 hours in advance of the next show is one thing. Lining up 2 weeks or 2 months is quite another. It's a phenomenon that developed spontaneously among fans across the US in 1999 because of the mammoth anticipation for Episode 1 among 20-somethings who never knew a world without Star Wars. One of this group's targets was Hollywood's Chinese theater. "It's not about the tickets," Australian Lincoln Gasking told The Guardian about that first lineup, which attracted several hundred people and which raised a few $1,000s for charity through direct donations from passersby and from friends who pledged a certain amount for each day a fan was in line. "It'll be something to look back on for the rest of our lives. It's our Woodstock." In 2005, fans still lined up at the Grauman's Chinese a month in advance, even though they knew that Episode 3 wouldn't be playing there because of contractual issues. They moved the line in time to catch the midnight show at a nearby theater. For Elise Pozo, webmaster for the LiningUp.net site, which posted daily updates and news about the line, it was her third time. "The lines have changed my life," she told Wired.com. "I met my fiancé in the 1999 line. I have made lifelong friendships. I will be sad it's all over because we're not going to be lining up again." Yes, these fans do have lives, but there is something both unique and affirming about sharing what could be a solitary passion with like-minded people. Long-term friendships and even closer relationships have been sparked by meeting and bonding with someone in line. It takes the communal experience of sitting in a darkened theater with a group of strangers one major step forward. That's it for now. Thank you for watching A Fan Reads The Star Wars Vault.